National Football League, presented by EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Los Angeles Rams and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The bye weeks are over. It's all about football all the time as we're underway here in Week 13.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25.
First carry for Nick Chubb. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Sure, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there. And he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Well, the second down throw on target. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 7 yards there and a first down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They give to Chubb out of the gun. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? They'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And he's going to lose yardage back to his Own 1-yard line.
Jalen Ramsey brought him down. It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 1-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. To throw from his end zone, Simmons. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And this one will be taken up. They'll spot it right at the 7. Give him 6 on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
3rd and 6.
Looking to throw. Simmons. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he's going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards. Back to throw. Simmons. In a heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You're going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end, Njoku. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And this is caught by Watkins. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down. A run for Nick Chubb. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Second and 13. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. We're scoreless after 1. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal. So maybe now the mentality changes in this game, because anytime you get to the red zone and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as you're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Leonard Fournette. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd. Fournette running out of the gun. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Defenses always have a goal of holding a runner under 100 yards. Well, he went over 150 last week, won NFC Player of the Week award honors. And guess what? He's got a chance to do it again because of that vision he has. He sees holes that maybe don't exist.
On 1st and 10, Simmons eluding the pressure right. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by David Moore. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Try and start this drive in the air. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
Yeah, he did. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got him. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down, and the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. They'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 9 yards that time.
Rams first down.
From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Shaquille Barrett in on the tackle.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off with great anticipation. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
They'll roll him out right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll go out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
The 11-yard line.
The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for 3rd down. From the gun, Simmons, flushed out right. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Aaron Donald in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Taking it about the 36. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
3rd down.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On the run, it's Fournette. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Here's a quick throw out left. That's caught. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Bucs have taken the lead.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now you can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. It's picked off. And he will have a 1st down as they're into field goal range now at the 30.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
On 1st down, Simmons. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. But CD for them, this has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
1st and 10.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports halftime report. The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the 2nd half is underway.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
Second half beginning with a run from Fournette. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 25-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll run it again with Fournette. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. In the 1st half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
On 3rd down, Simmons. And down he goes under pressure from the Rams defense. Aaron Donald in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Just a yard there after a punt of 49. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And, Charles, they trail by a couple of scores, but if they could put a good drive together here and go a long way toward getting them back in this football game.
And if you're looking at a checklist of things that they need to do in the second half, job number one was getting a stop, wasn't it? So, big check right there. Now they want to see if their offense can build on that momentum.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
Third down.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Blocked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Trying to get the run game going. This is Fournette. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. They keep it with Fournette on first down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 17-yard line.
That's out to the left flat and complete. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. From 17 yards out. And the Bucs capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Now the extra point. Kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Taken in by his tight end. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. It'll be a first down for the Rams there on a pickup of 18.
First down, Rams.
On the ground, it's Chubb. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
46-yard line.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
But the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb.
And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10. They'll drop to throw. This is the tight end, Njoku. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Complete, nearly another pick. My goodness.
Intended for modern tape. It's 3rd down and 12.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 23. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. Back now here on EA Sports. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Big play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does, depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
And he's got his man. That's Landry. And finally out of bounds, just a few yards short of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
They'll give it to Chubb. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Nick Chubb with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Rams are able to cut into this lead. And this is up and good. It cuts the lead to 28-10 now.
28, Rams 10.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
21-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. All of a sudden, they have quite a bit of breathing room. This was a one-score game, but touchdowns on their last 2 drives, and now comfort is here, so to speak.
It certainly is for them. I've been in this situation before on the flip side of this. And all that's going on there is a little bit of finger pointing. Hey, what's going on? How can we stop them? Can someone make a play to try and stop this momentum?
Well, they're going to be ball hawking because they need a turnover on that other side.
The 24-yard line.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Simmons. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. A'Shawn Robinson, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Operating from the gun. Simmons. He's going to loft one. Deep left. And got his man. Complete. Touchdown. Tampa Bay. A big play there. 81 yards as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a 1st down. To throw. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup there. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Give them 14 on that one and a 1st down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And now here's another interception. Picked off inside the 5. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. This is Fournette. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line.
He was brought down by
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll try and run some clock with Fournette. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Gain on the play.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Fournette on the toss to the right. And well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They'll run with Fournette. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down. They've had some success here in overtime in this opening drive running the football. Right back to that well.
And why not? When you have that kind of success, make them stop you. And until they do, keep going back to that well you just spoke about. I think there's more water there available to them.
So time has run out on what will be a Tampa Bay victory. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for the Bucs, the streak continues as they push their mark to a perfect 12-0 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for Los Angeles, they fall to 6-6 now on the campaign. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Seahawks in Seattle. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching.
Kick it and go, kick it and go. With a step on, spin move, in zone, go. Sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. With a step on, spin move, in zone, go. Sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. Run the cap, out of the drought. Watch me ball, soon as I snap, hit of the pack, walk for the sack, shaking them all, breaking them off, talking my talk, walking my wall like I do. Sit on the throne, get in the zone, turn it on, must be the shoes, must be the team, must be the camp, must be the crew. You need to win, who need to win, that's all we do. I've been a king and I've been about mine, never could doubt mine, they running the route, I leave them outline when I hit them. Step on, spin move, in zone, go, sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. With a step on, spin move, in zone, of that. Time I was down and out. Had to bring grinding back. Doing the drills and working the wheel where you're grinding at. You know what it